So in today's video, I got y'all with some Sengoku gameplay, 6-star Sengoku, and I'm gonna actually tell you what's ideally the best way you want to build Sengoku to get the most out of the character. So first off, when it comes to the metal set, you definitely want to run the Corazon, the Sugar, and the Fujitora metal so you could reduce the damage taken. That's the best defense set for him. And when it comes to traits, you want to run max HP and potentially max defense because he does have traits to reduce the damage whenever he takes a certain percentage of damage. Such as if he takes 20% damage that's less than his overall HP, it will reduce that damage by 40%. So building an HP build is advisable whenever you're setting up this character. And when it comes to tags, you want to make sure you run in the zone tag because then you're going to be taking 15% less damage, and that's definitely good for a character like this when he reduces damage. Always want to run that on these defenders that have very high defense and high damage reduction because that's usually just going to make them overall really tanky. And when it comes to the overall support, probably run like something like 140 plus if you can, because there's not a blue units that have the zone tag. But as more come out in the future, you're going to be able to benefit more from the support percentage overall. Alright, let me talk about the gameplay. So I just started to guard a mid flag, capturing a little bit. Roger was helping me out. And usually whenever you capture in the flag, you should definitely stay on it until the opponent hits you off. Because sometimes once you come off of the flag, you don't get another chance to go back and capture it. Especially when there's like last 10 seconds or so left. You gotta be careful about that. So in a sense, I definitely made a mistake earlier. Oh, nice, perfect dodge, baby. Look at that. Skill 1, man. The Buddha skill definitely be going to work. And especially since it's able to crit. Yeah, I was looking out for these 2 flags. Instead of the skill. Oh man. And it's also a good thing that whenever he's knocked down, he's able to come back up and nullify stagger. That means while the opponent's attacking you, you could still attack them at the same time. Very similar to Roger. So whenever you're getting hit by like 3 normal attacks and the opponent isn't doing too much damage to you, make sure you intentionally take the last hit so you could get knocked down. Especially if you're facing against a character like Marineford Ace. You definitely want to get hit by the 3rd normal attack so you could start nullifying stagger. Because if you're trying to compete against him in a 1v1, you're not going to be doing too well. Because his normal attacks are just way faster than Sengoku's. Alright, that was nice. Mostly Sengoku gameplay right there. And then this other game, same thing. Mostly Sengoku. First half is mostly Sengoku, and then Rob Lucci finished the other half. Because the opponent was getting a little bit crazy. And also, from here on out, I'm not going to be using Rob Lucci as a second character for a while. I got to use other characters to show you that I'm actually good. Alright, guarding the first treasure. Make sure it's filled up. Then heading off to the second treasure. Oh man, I was lucky there. Because if I didn't use my dodge a little bit too early, I definitely would have got clapped. Alright, nice. Perfect. And you definitely usually want to set up the skill too when there's lots of opponents around you. Because once they are, you're just going to be hitting everybody. And plus if your allies around you, that's even better. Because you're able to heal them. Yeah, I wasn't able to reach the Snake Man early enough. Bang, skill 1 going to work, nice. And I just try to go near the Lucci and use the skill 2, so you could get a little bit of HP recovery. Yeah, and I was trying to handle the skill, so everybody around it got hit, but it didn't work out too well. Not exactly as I planned it. Alright, we in Lucci now. Sengoku got 3,500 score, so that's actually pretty good. Not too bad. And plus, I wasn't running any damage reduction set on him. Look at that man, like, damn. Right the rudder. And the reason why I actually wasn't running the damage and attack set on him, because when I was doing that, I was getting one-shotted by 6-star Odins. So I was like, you know what? A HP build would actually be better. Because once I switch over to that, I was never getting one-shotted. The one-shot reduce, it didn't happen as often. Perfect, and pull up with a skill too. I love that, man. Like, come on now, Law. That opening is just perfect for me to exploit. Bang, and went in to attack the board. Nice. Oh, man. Alright, and since it just takes basically 10 seconds to get to the mid flag, I didn't even have enough time. So that was a good game right there. The team held it down. And then this next game is just a quick 5-0. Nothing too crazy at all. Alright. Oh, this junk moving kind of slow. Alright, guard the first treasure. And I think at one point, God Usopp did come down, yeah. As soon as I saw him come down, I didn't try to attack him right away. Well, I actually did. I try to use a skill 1. And most of the time, you don't want to use a skill 1 until you start nullifying stagger. That's when you get hit down by the enemy. Because while they're attacking you, you could actually pull up with the skill. Alright, so Usopp got knocked down, so I was like, let me not attack him. Perfect, here we go. Oh man. And since the Katakuri was there, I was like, let me leave him alone. Because we shouldn't all be at the same treasure area, especially when we're facing up against a runner. Because that just leads to being wasting time and not getting much done. Because that's what runners do best, man. They stall for time. Alright, fill up this treasure, move to the other one. I think I just see an ace coming up. My skill was too slow, so you actually saw that coming. So I can't say too much about that. And Ace was actually smart. If there was another teammate coming up and I would have chased him, they both would have been able to capture treasure. Alright, man. I hope you all did enjoy the gameplay. If y'all did, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, peace.